The sun is on, it generates enough energy, and that energy, which you cannot use at the time it's being converted, can be stored in the battery. The battery this time are solar batteries, which is technically called deep cycle batteries. And those ones is stored because once during the day you are in the office working, there's nobody in the house, you will generate the electricity, the energy, and to be stored in the battery. Once you are back to the house, then you could use this energy that you have been generated during the day to power your lights, your TV, your fans, your fridges, if you have the resources to acquire large solar systems, for your freezers and other systems.
One focus that we have to actually be looking at is how we can use solar energy for powering our air conditioning systems. Because if you look at the situation in Ghana, almost every office in government institutions, academic institutions, and wherever, private sector, you will see that this air conditioning system takes so much power, so much electricity from the grid. Now the question is that if you look at Ghana, our work pattern, we always work in the daytime. We don't do much of night working. So it means that in the daytime, when the sun is shining, and we have all these air conditioners running, and they are taking so much power, electricity from the grid, it will be intuitive, or it will be very nice to have these air conditioners powered by solar energy. So what my research lab is doing is that we are looking at techniques of developing solar air conditioning systems. And to be frank, we have developed a technique for solar refrigeration systems where we have produced solar refrigerator systems that we have tried on the market, and the users are recommending such systems to be largely produced on the market. So in terms of these air conditioners, we as a country, we have to make this policy that maybe new buildings coming up, or even old buildings, in terms of energy audits, we should be able to have as many as we can, our air conditioners being powered by what? Solar.
For water pumping using the solar, some technologies employ batteries to store, some do not. They just connect the solar modules or the solar panels to the special water pumps. They are DC pumps. So we refer them, because the source of power is solar, they are known and referred as a solar water pumps. It runs direct. When the sun is up and is high and bright, it will pump more water into the reservoir. When the sun goes down, it will reduce the pumping rates, so the sun goes off. So instead of putting batteries to store the energy when the sun is going down, you want to pump, you put up a large reservoir, a large overhead tank, so that you pump as much as possible all the water that you need for the day, and then for a day that the sun will not be high.
As you can see from the background, we have solar hot water heaters. They are a system where using the solar energy to heat water for domestic users. And in the case of the hotel, we use it in our bathrooms. The system is such that, as we know, solar has two parts, the thermal part and then also the photovoltaic part. But then this system takes the thermal and then probably reflects the photovoltaic. Now, it's able to heat the water to a temperature of about 55 degrees. Each unit has a thermos flask that contains about 300 liters. So altogether, I have